Yes, from the title of this video, there are many common reasons why you probably can't bag yourself a girlfriend. Most guys actually fear rejection from the very first time that they were badly rejected and then just gave up asking girls out after that. So please do not let one bad experience, just one bad individual, taint the rest of your relationships. So single guys who are watching right now, take some notes because you are going to learn by the end of the video the most common reasons why you are still single and also how you can turn that around. My name's Anna and welcome to the channel. You are very needy. High value women, well, any woman to be fact, actually can spot your neediness a mile away. It's a huge turn off and it's a big reason why guys don't actually have girlfriends. Women don't want to look after someone. Despite what you think about us girls, we do not want to mother the guys we date. Mothering dogs, children, cooking, whatever. But guys, nada. We want to date independent guys that can hold their own life together. And if you are not sure of yourself and you need a lot of reassurance, anything from constantly fishing for compliments, the constant texting and calls to find out what we're up to, who we're hanging out with, yada yada, and then trying to actually speed up a relationship is all signs that you are very, very, very needy. And if this meets your behavior, you're gonna stay single. You don't go out of your comfort zone. Naturally, us humans, well, we are creatures of habit and we all love stability. However, you probably keep your life to a routine, the exact same thing, every single day, very robotic. So spice up your life just a little bit and do something different, something outgoing, something that scares you but is obviously worthwhile. If you don't make yourself outgoing, then women are gonna hate the mundane routine. We wanna date strong guys. We want those that want to go on adventures, not wake up, go to work, come home, watch TV, play games, sleep, and repeat. It's pretty boring. You are financially unstable. Make way for the gold digger supporting comments down below because I have read a lot of these lately that you guys are going to tell me that all women want is money, and you know what? That's really not true. You are actually attracting that type of lady, so really the issue is that you are accepting to date those types of people. So yeah, but I'm trying to be nice to you, I really am. But what I mean here is that women want to be able to date someone that has his life handled. We want to be able to date someone that can support himself and he is confident to do so. Now let's face it, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't feel comfortable dating a girl that only kept a part-time job and she always sponged off you, right? You really wouldn't like it. This is not the 1950s anymore. Women go out because they want to. They want to go out there and earn their own. They want to make that bread, make that bank. And you know what? We don't expect anything less of us girls. Therefore, we don't expect guys to not want to go out and be self-sufficient. So let me give you some caveman brain here. It's a very instinctual thing. Inside the female brain space, we search for the man with the best bang for his buck. And yeah, that pun was intended. We want to make sure that the father of our children can actually provide to us when we are pregnant. We want to make sure that whilst we are looking after the children, he can go off and do his thing and obviously still be there to serve us when needed. So basically, what we're trying to say is we are looking for teamwork, the teamwork ethic. And however you are right now, if we perceive that as the version of you in the future, for example, if you are a broke man struggling to pay bills and borrowing money from his parents, it doesn't matter how many times you say to us things will be better in the future, we're going to judge you how you are living right now and assume that's how you're going to be in the future, okay? We are going to judge you on your actions today, not by what you want us to hear. And financially stable men are those that have the ambition in the workplace. They pay their bills on time, they don't have debt, or if they do have debt, they are managing it well and they are regularly paying it off. And also, they are able to enjoy things in life without the panic of, oh my gosh, can I afford this? Could be going out to the restaurant one night a week. It could be going away for a couple of weeks in the summer. And any sense that you are counting the pennies or you are asking to borrow money off people, well, yeah, single town. You do not ask out the girl that you like. You could be a chronic texter. You find yourself repeating the exact same pattern. You have a vibe with a girl and you guys are both messaging each other a lot. And then all of a sudden, she just ghosts you. Now, for the majority of the time, it's because, well, you didn't really take things one step further. You probably gave her the whole impression that you didn't like her enough because you didn't actually commit and you didn't ask her out on a date. She realized you had no confidence to ask her out and she thought, you know what, this is pretty cringy, I'm just gonna go find someone else. Don't expect girls to make the first move. If you like a girl and the feeling is mutual, then step up your game and please go do something about it. Don't just wish that she's going to ask you out instead. You live with your parents. Self-sufficient men are the most attractive to us ladies, and telling a girl that you live with your parents, well, this really doesn't win over any attraction points. If you are able to afford your own place, yet you prefer to be mollycoddled by your parents, well, women are going to think that you are a loser and very needy, and you know what we feel about needy men. Maybe you are at home because you are saving up for a mortgage, and you know what, that would probably slide, but you have to still prove that you can pick up after yourself and you don't expect to just live with your parents so you can make some savings and then they clean up after you. Now, I have to be real, the very first thought that crosses a girl's head when she finds out you still live at home is, ew, he's going to indirectly expect me to mother him. I'm out of here. You are way too picky. A lot of guys make the mistake of not giving girls a chance that they have never considered dating before. They seem to have a strict bullet list in their head of who makes the cut and who most definitely doesn't. And they don't even try to stray far away from it. So instead of refusing to date a girl just because she's not what you would have considered to date in the past, for example, she could be a mum, she could be blonde, maybe she doesn't own or drive a car, she doesn't value your hobbies and she doesn't like your taste in music. Just because you have this clash doesn't mean that you shouldn't be dating someone. It just goes to show you're too picky. So instead, you need to remove those shallow preferences off your list and ensure that you date people based on healthy traits, not physical ones or anything to do with materialistic features. You would be surprised how many people have the best relationships with partners who never thought they would have dated them in the past because of a certain contrast. You do not have your own thoughts or opinions, better known as a nice guy, and if you get the, oh, you're so sweet, you're like a brother to me, then listen up. Plus, we have many nice guy videos for you to go and binge. If you think that you are making her think that you are both more compatible for each other because you never disagree, you always pretend to like what she likes, for example, putting up with those God forbid awful movies, but you think that you are keeping up appearances by watching them with her, you're actually killing the attraction vibe. Women love to be challenged and they love to be heard. And by just saying yes to everything that she says and only ever agreeing with her thoughts and values, you aren't actually valuing her. You aren't even listening. You are just saying yes and manipulating the relationship to get things to go in your favor, which means you're a little bit needy. You do not make a move. You have to put yourself out there to be able to get a girlfriend. Now, girls prefer for the guys to make the first move, but that's not to say that all girls have that mindset, but it's safe to assume that most do. So therefore, if you are not actively talking to girls, maybe you don't put yourself up on dating apps, you aren't actually trying to talk to anyone, and you are not sprucing yourself up to be the most attractive version of yourself and put it on display, well, you're missing out on so many chances. Now, I get it, you could be so scared of rejection. I totally understand how that feels. But is it really that much of a big deal if a girl turns you down? Come on, not really. In your head, rejection is a huge deal, but in reality, it's tiny. Because if you can explain it to someone in person and say, you know what, I'm not dating for the next 20 years because I was rejected by the girl at the coffee shop, they would be like, dude, what's wrong with you? Like, go back out and ask someone else, it's fine. Hey, if you want to binge some more videos, then click right here. But I know what you're thinking, why do we have some amazing people's names up here? And that's because these people have subscribed to our monthly Joyanima membership. And if you want to get your amazing name up here with the best people in the world, Discord, then click the join button just below this video. Make sure you have left your comments, like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon.